Hensler. I'm the Healthy Living Director at the Rosie Schneider Family YMCA. I'm honored to have this opportunity to have two special guests to talk to you today. Dr. Gregory Sencak from Sencak Orthodontist. They're our neighbors to the left and right. We have an office in Zillionople and an office in Cranberry to serve you better. And Kelly Brack, who's our certified nutritionist here at the Rosie Schneider YMCA. Now, the YMCA, we have lots of programs to help you get healthy. We have fitness programs, we have nutrition programs, we have programs that are a combination of both, including something called Choose to Lose, something called diabetes prevention. We've done Jingle All the Weight Off. We have nutrition counseling, things that can help you get healthy for 2023. So if you need help in this area, we are your place to come and get healthy. For tonight, we're going to talk about your teeth and foods to try, foods to avoid, and ways to get healthy. And I'm not going to answer the questions for you. Our experts are here on the panel. So please stay on this YouTube video, enjoy yourself, learn something, and then come back and see us at the YMCA to get healthy.
All right, Dr. Sencak, can you kick us off and give us a little bit about your education, where your offices are located, how the practice operate?
Sure. Well, first, I grew up right down the road. I went to North Hills High School, and then I did my undergraduate degree at Pitt. I completed that in 3 years, and then did my doctorate in dental medicine at Pitt Dental. After that, I decided to take a break from Pittsburgh and go to Michigan to complete my orthodontic residency, which was for 3 years, and then I couldn't wait to come back home. So we currently have 5 locations. So one's in Cranberry Township, and one's in Zillionople, so on either side of the Y. Do have one in Avalon, one in Robinson Township, and one in Campfield, Ohio. So easily accessible for anywhere you live north of the city.
Great. Kelly, can you give us a little background? Your education, how'd you get into nutrition? Is this your full-time job?
Yeah, sure. So I'm a Seneca Valley graduate, and my undergrad was also at Pitt. It was in psychology and biology. So I first worked in a mental health setting, and then later pursued my master's degree in human nutrition, and obtained my CNS, which is the Certified Nutrition Specialist. And I do practice nutrition full-time through a couple different outlets. I have a private practice in Zillionople where I do personalized nutrition counseling. I do nutrition education for a company that specializes in medical nutrition therapy. And then here at the Y, I do some nutrition coaching. And then we also have some really fun and really impactful group nutrition classes and seminars.
Awesome. I feel like there is a wealth of knowledge in this room between the two of you. So can you tell me what made you choose your career paths, Kelly?
Yeah, sure. So I would say for me, it was a couple experiences that just helped me to understand how important nutrition is and how it can really be helpful in many health conditions. We had a family situation where my husband was diagnosed with a life-threatening health condition, and we were told repeatedly that it was genetics, and I just instinctively felt that there was more to the story, that our lifestyle and our nutrition could certainly be a factor in that, and we've since shown that that is very true. But I just initially started learning more about nutrition to help my family, to help protect my family, and then decided to pursue a formal education and turn it into a career to help other people in similar situations.
Great. Dr. Sencak.
Well, I always liked sciences and healthcare, and I knew that dentistry was for me. I wanted to specialize. The one nice thing about orthodontics and the specialty is most dental specialists, you go for one appointment, you have your procedure, and you never see them again, really. With orthodontics, you get to see the patient over the course of a couple of years, and you get to grow with them and their families, and that's a really nice touch.
So can you tell us the difference between the dentist and an orthodontist?
Sure. So general dentists, they see you for your 6-month checkup. They help do your cleanings, they check for cavities, they do any fillings, things like that to keep your teeth nice and healthy. For the orthodontics, we put your teeth in a place where It'll serve you best for function, for hygiene, and as long as you take care of them, they should last your whole life. But we straighten and put your teeth where they need to be.
And Kelly, I feel like a nutritionist gets combined or mixed up with personal trainers and dietitians and a few other things. What is the difference for you?
So the difference between nutritionist, personal trainer, and what other things did you say?
Dietitian.
Dietitian.
I'm sure there's a few others.
Yeah,
but
so a dietitian and a nutritionist, I always say there's more similarities than there are differences. One of the biggest differences is a dietitian is trained more for a clinical setting. So obviously hospitals, nursing homes, other institutions. And as a nutritionist, I was trained more to provide the personalized one-on-one nutritional counseling. With a personal trainer, obviously there's more focus on physical movement. We certainly touch on that in nutrition because a healthy lifestyle has to include movement as well, but we do focus primarily on the diet. And again, when we personalize that, we try to tailor it to that person's particular needs, lifestyle, and preferences.
Well, let's get into the meat of it then, right? What we're here to talk about. Kelly, can you tell us how important nutrition is to our overall health and even for our teeth?
Yeah, definitely. So nutrition is extremely important for our overall health and really is, I would say, a primary predictor of our health. It can even help prevent and manage chronic disease. So a lot of the disease that we see now in our society is the chronic cardiovascular disease or diabetes, cognitive decline, GI disorders, even cancer and mental health disorders are partially mediated through our lifestyle, including our dietary intake. So again, one way we can act to prevent those things is by eating a healthy diet. The relationship between nutrition and our teeth, I would say, is a bidirectional one. Consuming a healthy diet, we're ensuring adequate vitamins and adequate minerals to build a strong, healthy mouth, teeth, gums. And then in return, good oral health allows us to continue eating healthy whole foods, a variety of whole foods that are going to support our long-term health.
So, Dr. Sencak, what is recommended for oral health care for youth and adults?
Well, you gotta brush your teeth. There are a ton of kids out there that don't brush their teeth. So we brush your teeth at least twice a day and floss at least once a day. You gotta make sure there's nothing sticking or staying on those teeth, because then you're gonna have a beautiful smile if you come to me, but no teeth left. So gotta brush the teeth.
All right. If somebody has poor oral health, should they go through treatment for braces and or Invisalign?
So if they have really bad infections in their gums or cavities on all their teeth, then we won't treat you, because it's more important to have good oral health than to have straight teeth. So you got to get that under control first. If you start to move things around, that infection can just spread so quickly. So good oral hygiene before you get any treatment.
So if somebody's in treatment already and their oral health starts to tank,
we'll give you plenty of warnings, but if it gets worse and worse, at some point it becomes unhealthy for you, and we do stop treatment early if it gets out of control.
Kelly, can you tell us a few foods that are considered the superfoods maybe for our teeth?
Sure. So I think that dairy foods are probably an obvious one here because they are one of our best sources of calcium, and we know that calcium is extremely important for the structure of our teeth. Dairy foods also contain phosphorus, which is another mineral that is important for the structure of our teeth. So that would include foods like milk, yogurt, and cheese. We have a few good sources of non-dairy calcium, and that would include things like leafy greens, so kale and spinach. Broccoli is a good source of calcium, so eat your greens. almonds and sunflower seeds, chia seeds, and even some beans have calcium. The other thing is the alternative milks, like your oat milks or almond milks, are typically fortified with calcium, so that's something that you would want to check on a label. Another superfood would be salmon. Salmon is one of our few dietary sources of vitamin D, and what vitamin D does is it actually helps absorb the calcium and the phosphorus from our food, so then those minerals are available to help develop and maintain strong, healthy teeth. Salmon also has omega-3 fatty acids, which are really good to support the health of your gums. And if you're not a salmon fan, some other fish that are high in vitamin D and also the omega-3s would be trout and mackerel and even tuna. Water is not often looked at as a superfood, but I would say it's one of the primary things that your body needs for healthy teeth. Water, just like it hydrates the rest of the body, will hydrate the mouth as well. That helps to produce saliva. So you need that saliva to help break down your food, to help neutralize acid, and to help clean out the bacteria in your mouth. So all of those things are going to contribute to healthy teeth. And then finally, I would probably wrap up all of our fresh, whole, crunchy fruits and vegetables into one superfood category for healthy teeth. So your carrots, celery, peppers, cucumbers, apples, pears, anything that gets you chewing, that is raw, that is crunchy. There's a couple benefits there. First, it's abundant in vitamins and minerals. It's going to get the saliva going, which is going to help digest your food, again, keeping the bacterial balance in check. And then it's also going to help clean some of the plaque off of your teeth.
So you're saying they don't have to brush their teeth?
I am not saying that. I am saying in
Brush your
between.
teeth.
I am saying in between, twice a day brushing. Don't forget to eat your fruits and veggies. Berries are another good one. They're an excellent source of antioxidants. They help to keep the mouth clean and healthy. And strawberries have a compound called malic acid, which helps to whiten the teeth. So that's an added bonus. But definitely the fresh fruits and veggies.
Now, Dr. Sencak, you see the kids all day, every day. How often do they complain about the foods that they should be eating? And
A lot of kids are picky eaters, and they like the plain noodles and the sugars and not the kale.
Well, Kelly, then can you tell us some of the worst foods for our teeth? Probably the things that Dr. Sencak hears every day.
Yes, I would probably say the main culprit being soda or pop, whatever you call it. But you get the double whammy of the added sugar and also the carbonation, both things that can promote tooth decay. Sugary sports drinks is another one because they're marketed as healthy sources of hydration or electrolytes, and really it's just an excessive amount of sugar that's bad for your teeth, bad for your body in general. The gummy candies and chewy candies that get stuck in your teeth, again, just pure sugar there. And then we talked about our crunchy fruits and vegetables, but I would say to limit the crunchy pretzels or potato chips and even sugary kids cereals, because those things can damage the enamel. And again, they're just high starchy foods. The starch turns to sugar immediately in the mouth, and again, all that added sugar can just be really bad for your teeth.
Everybody's favorite thing.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Sencak, can you, two-part question here, can you give us some examples of the effects that these sugars would have on the teeth? Like what happens to them with an excess amount of sugar and not brushing your teeth?
All right. So your saliva naturally has bacteria in it. So you have good and bad bacteria in your body. But they take the sugar and they eat it, and then they digest it. They let go of an acid, and it's like a sticky gum biofilm, and that sticks to your teeth. And if it stays on too long, it starts to eat your tooth structure away, and then you have big gaping cavities. So stay away from it.
And if somebody has braces, the foods that they definitely should stay away from.
You should definitely stay away from the sugars. One, to stay away from cavities, but the sticky foods, because they're going to rip your braces off. We don't want that, and it's going to stick all around your braces. It's going to be harder to clean, so then you're going to get a bunch of cavities.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do either of you have any last thoughts, tips for adults and kids? Any more information you'd love to share with everybody?
I would say my final tip would be to, when you're thinking about health in general or oral health, to try to let the idea of inclusion help guide your choices, more so than the idea of I can never have this or I need to be really restrictive with this. So always remember to include enough water throughout the day. Always remember to incorporate and add these fresh, healthy foods to your plate. But at the same time, it's okay to include some hot chocolate and some cookies over the holidays, or enjoy a nice meal or a fun dessert with friends and family. Just limit those things, and as long as you're building the bulk of your meals with fresh, whole, healthy foods, then you're certainly doing your part to maintain a healthy smile and maintain your long-term health.
Anything, Dr. Sencak?
I would say you got to take care of your oral health, because your overall health starts with your oral health. Most things you put in your body go through your mouth, so if you have some problems or infections there, then it's just going to cause problems everywhere.
Great. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.